Hi guys, this is Dave Mandura, and today I want to show you some of the stuff we've been working on just to kind of build in public. This is a strategic outreach plan that I'm working on at the moment based on 2 years of information and data that we collected based on our buyers, based on people that created an account in the marketplace, and people that are currently in the process of finding the next hire. So one of the things that I kind of want to build out is first, the core story. Second, the stadium pitch. The Dream 100. I won't be showing this. I don't want competition to see who we're going after, but kind of want to show you how the playbook looks like, right? So one of the problems that most of our buyers are facing at the moment is that the average time to fill a B2B sales floor is over 60 days, right? Self-explanatory. I know it hurts, but that's one of the things that we notice in a lot, right? Job boards flood you with unvetted resumes. So one of the things that we do in the marketplace is that we go for people that already knows how to use the tools, right? So it's easier for companies to say, hey, this person had a human verification process. This person knows how to use the tools. And now this person is a perfect match for a company, right? So that's what we're trying to solve. Because a lot of companies that come to us are tired of AI generated CVs. They're tired of having so many no-shows. And then when they meet the person, it's not even up to standards of the company, right? So it doesn't make sense, right? Third is that recruiters are charging very high fees in order to get a match, but sometimes you don't even get the match. So it doesn't even make sense. So you're getting charged up front, but you didn't even find the talent you're really looking for. And every week without the right people. So what happens if you don't have the right talent? You lose revenue, you stall campaigns, and you're unhappy. You have unhappy customers, right? So what are the key differentiators that we're trying to solve through a managed marketplace? Speed, quality, cost savings, and we want to make sure that you have zero risk and you have enough retention, right? So when it comes to speed, you get to meet verified candidates within 48 hours of posting. In terms of quality, every candidate has SaaS skill, right? So they use tools like HubSpot, Salesforce, Clay, DataBar, tools that most of the high growth GTM team are using, right? Cost savings, 40 to 60% lower than domestic hires for comparable quality. So that's very important for us. We want to make sure that our buyers are saving money so they can actually grow a bigger team, right? Zero risk, you pay nothing until you find the perfect hire, right? And retention. Most of the placements are 85% of them stay beyond 90 days, right? So obviously this has to do a lot with how you're creating the job post, how clear you are about the job post, how much you're projecting, right, with the people that you're hiring. Because if you don't have goals, if you're not really growing a team where people feel motivated to be in, it's very hard to keep them, right? So something to take into account. So what is the one thing that I'm working on right now is the stadium pitch, right? So how can you cultivate an audience if you're in a stadium, right? So what I realized, what most of our buyers want is they want to find the right talent, but fast. So I kind of want to show you what we're currently doing to make sure we get to tackle these things. I'm not going to go down because there's a lot of information I don't wish to reveal, but this kind of shows you the angle we're trying to go for. And this is part of what we're trying to do to achieve it, right? We want to make sure that our website represents what we actually are, right? So this goes to show you a few of the changes that we made visually based on our feedback. And part of the reason why people hire LATAM, which is perfect time zone alignment, very good English speakers, because there's a lot of expats, meaning people that live in the US that are now in Colombia and they speak perfect English, which is a perfect match for people that are dealing with English fluency, right? And fast deployment. So people that are readily available for an opportunity. So I kind of want to get your take. We'd love to get some feedback, what you guys say. And kind of walk you through the process of what we do next, right? So you get to meet with a remote career advisor to kind of understand what situation you're in and see if the managed marketplace is the right fit for your specific needs. We get to activate a managed marketplace membership so that we can have our team hands-on to find your next hire. Most likely your next hire is already in the marketplace. So we want to make sure you get an interview with him or her so that you can potentially present an offer, right? And you're also going to get a shortlist by AI that we have embedded in our system. You're going to get 2 to 3 suggestions, but you're also going to get human verified talent that we're going to also do human matching, right? Because there's very good players that we have in mind that we'd love to present to you based on previous track record, and they're just simply a perfect fit, right? And then by then you have the option to communicate with real-time channels. Obviously, the idea is that we stick to email, but WhatsApp, Slack tends to be channels that kind of speeding the process, right? So that way you're at the point where you can interview and potentially hire. So we'd love to get your take to see why high growth GTM teams are choosing Cloud Test to find your next hire. But yeah, we'll love your feedback.